Keisha was curled up in her bed, the faint glow of her phone lighting up her room. The house was quiet, too quiet save for the occasional creak of the old floorboards. Just as she was about to scroll to another video, she heard it.
Keisha.
It was her mom's voice, soft but unmistakable, calling from downstairs. Keisha frowned. It was late, too late for her mom to be awake, and she wasn't sure why her mom would be calling her from the living room. She pushed the covers off her legs and hesitated, sensing something was off. The house felt still, the air thick with unease.
Keisha!
The voice came again, more insistent this time. Keisha swallowed hard, her heart starting to race. She stepped out of her room and into the dark hallway, the floorboards creaking beneath her feet. The house was quiet except for the faint glow of the downstairs lamp.
Mom?
Keisha called out, her voice shaking. No answer. Silence.
Keisha!
The voice now came as a whisper, soft and almost pleading. Keisha's stomach dropped. She turned to the stairs, her legs moving on their own as she slowly descended. But as she reached the bottom of the stairs, the voice came again, much closer now, right behind her.
Keisha!
She whipped around, her pulse racing, but no one was there. The hallway was empty, dark, save for the dim light from the kitchen. Her eyes darted toward the small closet under the stairs. The door creaked open slowly, almost like it was beckoning her in. Without thinking, she stepped forward. The moment she entered, a cold hand shot out from the darkness, yanking her in. Her breath caught in her throat as she stumbled back, heart pounding. She opened her mouth to scream, but her mom's voice, trembling and frantic, whispered from the shadows. "You heard that also?" Keisha nodded, too scared to speak. But when she looked at her mom, her eyes widened with confusion. Her mom stood there, her face pale, her eyes wide with fear. She was dressed in her nightgown, but her hair was disheveled as if she had just gotten up. "At first I thought you were in your bed, but then I heard your voice downstairs," Keisha managed to whisper. Her mom's face paled further, and she grabbed Keisha's arms, pulling her closer. "I've been in bed, Keisha. I only just got up when I heard you answer their call. I followed closely behind you. You responded to it. Never do that. Never respond to it. It lets them in." Keisha's heart skipped a beat. "Lets who in?" Her mom's gaze dropped to the crack beneath the closet door, and Keisha followed her eyes. A soft glow began to emerge, faint at first, but growing stronger by the second. Her mom's voice broke into a prayer, her hands trembling as she clutched Keisha tighter. The house began to rumble. The glow from outside the closet intensified, growing brighter until it was blinding. Then suddenly everything stopped. The rumbling ceased. The glow faded away. Keisha and her mom stood still, the world feeling strangely quiet. After a few moments, her mom slowly opened the closet door. They stepped out into the hallway, and everything seemed as it was before. The house was calm, silent, as if nothing had ever happened. They walked back toward their rooms as though the eerie event had been nothing more than a bad dream. But Keisha knew better. Keisha asked her mother before she closed her door, "Ma, what just happened?" And her mother turns around with a smile and says, "Oh, nothing, baby. Just get a good night's rest," and shuts her door. Keisha stands there in her doorway, terrified and confused.